windy day on Ischia. Not a beach day for sure. Look at those waves. We just drove down to Ischia Ponte. It's Castle Aragonese. Love this part of the island. It'd be kind of cool if you had a little apartment right up there somewhere where you had a rooftop little garden. Little bay right here is all protected from the waves that are coming from the ocean today. Today it's a really windy, wavy day, but not in here. So I just dropped Sarah off over there at Michael's Beach at St. Angelo. Never done that beach before, but the beach was closed for all the chairs over at Chitara due to the waves. Not as bad over here. But I hiked up to the short little hike up to Monte Deanza. And down there is Sorgetto Hot Springs. They usually make it down there. Probably not this year. But it's a little calmer in that bay too. St. Angelo. On the other side, Morante Beach. Mount Apameo, Panza's right over here. Nice to have a little further to go out to get to the point here, but I always love it up here. It's such an easy little hike after a short little scooter ride, and gorgeous views. Just parked and walking into St. Angelo to go find Sarah. Beautiful water. Even though some of the beaches are pretty rough today with the waves. St. Angelo. It's one of the more expensive places on Ischia, but it definitely is pretty. This hotel doesn't even look like it's open anymore right here. Maybe. Monte Beach way over there. Such a cool little spot. A little better probably in the off season, like when I came in spring break. It's heaven. Right now, pretty crowded. But Sarah's enjoying some beach time in a little sort of protected cove here. So I'm walking from our place in Panza, just through town, down to Baia di Palara. Got some olive trees here, some grapes I'll see in a little bit. Same little, I guess, path, road that I came down yesterday with the scooter and parked to walk out to Monte Deanza. I kind of parked right here, and eventually the owner said, don't park there. But it's kind of a shady path up here. So, been a while since we've been here, and I'm just on my own, but I kind of wanted something to do and a quiet walk through Panza. So, we'll see the condition of this trail up here. Last time I came down here, it was not really kept up all that much. This is what I remember. Once you get past the first kind of sketchy part of the walk, and it's a little easier for a little bit. Sometimes you can see people probably camping or with kids find this spot to have a party, I don't know. But it's pretty peaceful, to say the least. Walk in the woods down this little valley. And it's a few spots where there's these little, see, almost like caves that are carved out of the volcanic rock. There's one spot up there. No idea, but sometimes good chance they make cages to catch rabbits. That was a big lizard. But yeah, look at that. And see remnants of some old stone walls. Very eerie, peaceful spot on the way to Palara. And Palara, you'll see, it's just a rocky spot, not really a beach, but a rocky spot where you get privacy and you get this unique walk. As you walk, it kind of opens up in the beginning of what will be a little tiny bay. But it's got this, well, tons of ferns, this really sort of different vegetation down in here. You can see why they call it the Green Island. So much for being the only one down here. Last time we were, it was really private. But some boats make the trip over here. There's some people kayaking down there. There's one girl down there reading on the rocks. I'm just gonna go find a spot to sit, I guess, for a little bit. That walk, and I see some more people coming behind us. That walk is legit. Had to be 300 steps. Via La Palara. Okay, I figured I would do my sort of recap of Ischia, our Ischia visit, before we're even done. I'm just halfway up from my hike to Palara in Panza, next to Sordetto Bay. And kind of a different trip, 4 nights. Wasn't really about sightseeing at all. Usually I do a little more on the scooter or whatever, but really all we did was see family. We drove the scooter around the island one time and didn't stop at all the normal sites like Lago Ameno and San Montano and, you know, the view of San Francesco and different places we usually do. We just stopped in Forio to walk around and get something to eat, and went to Ischia Ponte just to kind of see the little streets and, you know, see the castle from afar. And then we circled the island and really trying different restaurants and seeing the family. And Jacera was at the beach yesterday in St. Angelo because it was too wavy and windy on Chitara, and today she's at her spot on Chitara. And I spend most of my time just around Panza. Punta Imperatore, Monte Deanza, down here in Palara, just walking around the town. So 4 days goes fast, 4 nights. Tomorrow we are off, but hopefully we will have a big family dinner again tonight. Looking at taking everybody out just to our favorite pizza place. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just trying to walk around the village and maybe sometimes see some friendly faces and enjoy it. Kind of more of a slow-paced life on this trip. One of the churches right here in Panza, and many years ago, almost 20 years ago, we were told that my grandfather, I believe, was born right there in that house. Right here, just off the center of the square in Panza. Pizza place right here we've not been to. Doing some construction of some sort over there. But this is the square. They cut down the big tree that used to kind of cover the square. And and then right over there in the square is where we watched the World Cup. A little bit of action right here before the siesta. And so the fruit market. Sarah always talks about the different fruit markets here. She would love to go daily and pick her fruit. I just had a couple cold coffees and ham and cheese at Barlina, which Barlina is just to my left. It's just before most things are going to shut down for the afternoon. Yeah, there's Barlina. It's nice in the evening when they shut this street down because it gets pretty busy during the day, and then you see the church in all my pictures, Chiesa San Leonardo. So that's fun. It's from the angle of the church. Yeah, it gets busy. Get backed up some during the day, but it'll get quiet during the siesta break. In the evening, it's just so nice when they shut it down. If there's an event going on or whatever. Just a few stores in a tiny, tiny town. But it feels like home.